Hi, welcome to the training. Today's training we'll be going over the blackjack card counting. This is on the website as well. You can log into the website with your account and you can go over these training as well. So the blackjack card counting training, there's a beginners and there is the advanced training as well. So I'm logging into the main menu here. There's introduction as well. You can click on open, and the introduction you can read through it as well. I'm gonna go back to the main menu here. Okay, so a little blackjack history, and then you'll see some of the options down here. You can open up the training here and read through it, or you can take the quiz as well. So these quiz here are designed to help you learn about blackjack and the card counting. There's some guides as well, the plus and minus guides as well. You can print these as well. So on the left hand side here are usually these are usually the basics for learning blackjack and card counting. Most of the card counting here will be using the plus and minus count system. There are a lot of other count systems such as Red 7 by Arnold Snyder and Dr. Wong. But we won't be covering those. The main one that most casino and most surveillance uses is the plus and minus count system to detect card counters and advantage players. Okay, so that's one of the main one here, and there is a blackjack analysis software that we have also. Excuse me. And there are card counting strategy as well that you can study about, take quizzes. We use these quizzes for in the surveillance department. They use these quizzes to evaluate the surveillance agents and investigators' knowledge as well. Running count, you have the true count training, basic strategy as well, 6 deck and the single deck, tens tracking, ace tracking, and then there are some articles and training on the blackjack game itself. There are different types of blackjack players that you need to learn about as well. Shuffle tracking. Also, let me click open here in the shuffle tracking. So in the shuffle tracking, I designed this a long time ago, back in 2003 here. Okay, and the shuffle tracking, it talks about mainly how players or advantage player use shuffle tracking to beat the blackjack game and how it works, and talks a little bit about the analysis of the shuffle masters, which are the automatic shuffling machines as well. And then 13 here, item 13 here, there are some trainings about betting strategies. There's quite a few different betting strategy that players will use. I'll open this up and I'll show you a few here. There, for example, there's the martingale system here. Let me highlight that so you can see it a little bit better. 2-level progressive betting system, 5-level betting system, and you can go over those there. And then casino surveillance. So there's item 14 here. This section talks about how surveillance work. Then item 15 here, the shuffle machine as well. I'll open that and kind of give you a little detailed look up about it. So this diagram here was designed back in 2003. So now the machines are much more advanced. Okay, On the right hand side here are some more training materials. Beginning card counting training. Okay, so there you can use the plus and minus count system guide here. I'll click on that. Okay, you can print this. You can open the test section as well. Okay, the advanced card counting system as well. Okay, so this section here talks a little bit more about the true counts. Okay, and is the quizzes or examination process is timer based. A little bit about this training here. You can go through the training, advanced card counting, how it works, some key points of how to evaluate a table game, and how to calculate the true counts as well. Okay, so there's a lot of training here. Basic strategy training. Okay, 6 decks. There's a timer base. Also, this section is for casino employees, and it talks about how the casinos process of banning players, backing down players, and also how to evaluate card counters as well. So this is the old sheet that we used to use in the surveillance department when we evaluate a card counter. I designed a software called Blackjack BJ analysis, and that process is where you input it into the application, and your data into the application, or the players play into the application and their wager, and it automatically chart and graph and analyze all the data for you. So it makes it much easier and much faster to evaluate a customer's play advantage. Okay, and we'll cover that in a different video training. Item 8 here tells you how and what kind of strategies that the casino uses on the players, how they track, and how it talks a little bit about the facial recognition software that casinos also use as well. Item 9 here, training to play against the casino. This is on the more for players, but what the casino needs to, especially the surveillance department and table games, they need to understand and learn how an advantage player works, and how an advantage player, the strategies that they use, such as camouflage play, analyzing the strength of a table game or blackjack table game, and based on that, they can identify weak control strategies that the table games department have. So, for example, if you go to the training here, I'm gonna click here. So, for example, when you're a player, a advantage player, it could be one or it could be a group. How they spot weak pit controls. So, if they visit the casino and they see that the based on the rules, how many tables is the casino busy when are the management team strict on the dealers? Does the dealer have a control of the how the dealers control the table games? Are they walking the table as they're dealing? And walking means that they're shifting body positions to each player. So it goes to a lot of that in the training for players to kind of understand the weaknesses of table games. Now, when I'm talking about weaknesses, during some of my training seminars, these are methods that players use to analyze the control or the efficiency of the table games, and the surveillance personnel also. These are strategies and techniques that are legal. They're not using the device. A player's not using a device to cheat the table games. They're simply using observation, and they're processing the information that they're getting from their analysis of the table games, pick control, um, dealer control, management officials, and they're just using their heads. So that's perfectly legal. The only thing that the casino can do is to back the player off of the game, okay, or what we refer to in the casino industry as the right to refuse service, okay. And then probably the one of the most interesting things is the blackjack betting correlation strategies. Okay, and this one I did not invent this terminology, um, which is the correlation strategies. That was actually developed by somebody else. I improved on that by designing the, let's go down here a little bit here. I designed it the blackjack card counting correlation betting strategy though. Um, it's labeled as the ABC betting sequences for team play, or um, it kind of rotates around. You can use that to kind of improve upon. But I did design this part of it. The correlation betting strategies, that was actually when I was studying this back in the early 2010, I believe. That was actually designed and discussed by somebody else. I just improved on it and built an actual strategy with it. So that's a little bit on the advanced side of the to avoid detection. So there is that training there as well. That's probably one of the more unique and advanced strategies out there. So there's a lot of training here. These are mainly concerning blackjack card counting, which most casino, if you walk in a casino, the type of table games that they have is mainly blackjack table games. So, other than slots, but on the table game side, blackjack is the more popular game. So I hope you get a chance to go through this. We have a demo site on the website as well, which you can go through it. And then for the full training, I think there is a login for it. You need an account for that. In 2025, we changed it. Our hosting provider, so I believe the site is still being uploaded. But this is the card counting training, and it was designed primarily for the surveillance department, but also table games department also uses it, and it was available, I believe, for private individuals also to learn about this. So none of this is a big secret at all. If you do enough searches online, you can you can find information on it. These were designed by me primarily for the surveillance department, because they do watch a lot of the blackjack table games, and I used to be a part of that as well. I was the surveillance director and manager at a few casinos as well. So I designed these over the years for my departments. But I hope you enjoyed this training, and I hope this sparks some interest. I've seen over the years really good players that came through the casinos, and I hope this helps the surveillance department as well, and for players as well. So the training, this is just a demo of the training here and what it's about. And if you're interested, you know, visit our website. We do have the full version up there as well, and then there's also a demo site to play with as well. So this is it for the training, and I hope you enjoyed this training, and I hope you visit our website and learn more about Blackjack. I've been studying Blackjack for probably around almost 15 years, so I do have a lot of experience in running players and analyzing blackjack data, and analyzing players, and training surveillance departments as well. I trained probably over 4 or 5 casinos, so I have quite a lot of experience in blackjack, and analyzing players and analyzing strategies as well. And we do have I did design software to analyze blackjack as well. We'll cover that in another training video of running down players, and the software does all the calculations and all the charts for you, so you can it makes it a lot easier, other than what we used to use is the old evaluation sheet here, where we had to manually run down a count, calculate the counts, the wagers, win, lose, push, buy in, and cash out, and then map all of that. So that was one of the reasons why I built that software. But feel free to visit our website, and I hope you enjoyed some of the trainings and learned something about Blackjack. Blackjack is an incredible game, very popular game too. I've always liked it. Blackjack, being in surveillance though, we're not really allowed to play anywhere if you're in surveillance long enough. So you'll kind of figure that out. And I don't normally play against the casino, because they are my clients, so I don't play against them. But if you're interested in these are a lot of informations. There are more information on a different training site that I created probably a few years back, and it's just an update to these. But as you can see, these are back from 2003 when I first started designing these, all the way up to about probably the early 2020. So it's 2005, right? 25 right now. So many years into gathering this information, and actually doing it and figuring out what we needed to make certain process a little bit better. So hope you enjoyed the training, and I hope to see you on the website. And if you have any questions about card counting or blackjack or different types of strategies that you might want to use, or you have some question about, feel free to send me an email, and I'll try to get back to you. I do receive a lot of emails, so I'll try to get back to you on that as well. But thank you for attending the training, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye bye.